Hello, second grade. Oh, all this learning we have been doing with shapes has been so much fun. I've loved seeing you find different shapes around the room and at home. I love seeing you doing some sorts and hearing the conversations that you are using to prove how you know which shape you are finding and which category your shape goes in. I love seeing and hearing you saying things like sides, angles, vertices, really focusing on those attributes you've been using to prove what shape that you're looking at is. Today, we're going to do some drawing and creating. So let's get those targets ready and take a peek at what we are in store for today. I can draw a 2D shape. Now remember, my friends, that 2D means flat. These are not those shapes that we're holding in our hands. You'll get to tackle that tomorrow. Today and yesterday and the day before, you've been tackling and will tackle these 2D shapes, these flat shapes. So today we are going to jump right in, and I'm going to have you draw different shapes today, and I bet you that each of you will draw something different. Yes, you can use our chart to help you, but I'd also challenge you to draw a shape that maybe you haven't seen before. Your first one, you are going to draw a shape that has 4 sides. Oh, I take that back. 5 sides. Draw a shape that has 5 sides. You start drawing. Don't forget to check it. Does it have 5 sides? And don't forget to name that shape. Name it. Is it a triangle, a square, a rectangle, a hexagon, a pentagon, or a quadrilateral? I fixed my spelling. Okay. Where would it go? What's the name of it? Draw a shape with 5 sides. Oh man, thumb in front of your tummy when you've got one. Just saw somebody draw more than one. Holy guacamole. Okay, pencils down. Can you share? Put up on the Elmo what your shape looks like, and I'll draw it while you put it up. Friends at home, you might even share with your parents and prove how you know it's a 5-sided shape. And where are those 5 sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Absolutely. Pop yours up there. Ooh. You guys are better at drawing these than I am. Let's check it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Seen both of those before. Share your others. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and pop yours up there. I haven't seen this one before. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hey. Man, you guys are so creative. Don't mind my boo-boo there. Ignore my inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Absolutely. Maybe I should just color that in a little bit. Look at that awesome 5-sided shape. Got one more we haven't seen yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks a little bit like our Tennessee aquarium, doesn't it? Are all these shapes 5-sided shapes? Do all of these shapes have 5 vertices? Do all of these shapes have 5 angles? What are these shapes called? Pentagons. Pentagons. They absolutely are. Are you ready to draw some more? Ooh, I'm excited. And our next one, we're going to see if our description is true for all of them. Okay, now I want you to draw a shape, drum roll, with 4 angles. Look at you guys furiously writing. Draw a shape with 4 angles. We'll figure out what it's called in a second. You might even draw a second shape. We ready? This time we're not going to pop it up here on our Promethean board. I want you to turn to your partner. You already know who those partners are. A partner, you're going to share your shape and you're going to say, this shape has 4 angles. You're going to prove it to your partner and then they're going to share theirs. You and your partner might have the same shape. You might have one that's different, but I want you to both prove how you know it fits this description, that it has this attribute. Turn and face your partners. And A's, go ahead and go first. B's, remember you're listening. All right, go. B's, go ahead and share. And now I want you to talk about how yours are the same and how your shapes are different. How are your shapes the same? How are they different? All right. This partnership over here had this and this. How are your shapes the same? How are they different? They both have 4 angles. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How are they different? This one has a slanted line, doesn't it? Yes, it is not a rectangle. It's got that slanted line. It does not have a square corner there, does it? Hey, how about you two? Love how many different shapes we've got going on here. This is kind of a fun one. Yes, you both have trapezoids, but how are they different? One of them's just turned. Is it still a trapezoid? It is. It can be turned, can't it? Absolutely. Absolutely. Just like up here, we had some that were turned. This square is just turned a little bit, just rotated, right? The size and how they're turned doesn't change the shape, does it? It's all about the attributes that changes the shape or determines the shape. But it can be turned, it can be smaller, it can be bigger, but it can still have those 4 angles. Okay, and last group, let's see your 2. Okay, that was the first person's. And there's the second person's, A and B. How are yours different? These 2 sides are the same length. These are, but these are not the same length as this side, okay? Yeah, it's a little bit like a square. Is it a square? How come? Oh, those are not square corners, are they? No, no, no. If it was going to be a square, it would have to have square corners. It can still be turned, but it would have to have those square corners. And that one that my bee friend drew in that partnership did not have square corners. That's that rhombus, right? Rhombus could be a square, but it has to have those square corners in order for it to be a square. Look at all of these shapes. Do they all fit my rule? Draw a shape with 4 angles. They do. What do we call these fantastic shapes? Ever say it with me? Quad. See if I can spell it the right way this time. Relaterals. Yes, these quadrilaterals all have 4 angles. They all have 4 sides. Absolutely. All of those are quadrilaterals. And yes, there's that rectangle and there's that square that are in this category too. All right, ready for the last one? And then you're going to do some work in your workbook. Okie dokie. The last one, the humdinger of them all. You are going to draw a shape that has, are you ready? 6 vertices. Draw a shape that has 6 vertices. Go. These are some good ones. They don't all look like this guy up here. And coming together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And done. Oh my. Can I have you share your shape for us? You use the one that was already up there. It is in our pattern blocks, isn't it? Yes, this one has 6 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Let's check this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like 2 trapezoids put the opposite way, isn't it? Yeah. Those pattern blocks have been kind of fun to play with, haven't they? How about yours? Can we check it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. okay? One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got to count those vertices, don't we? And I see one more out there that's different. You share yours? Oof, let's see if I can draw this today. Ooh. Let's check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can all these be hexagons? They are hexagons. They all have 6 sides, 6 vertices. Absolutely. Look at all those hexagons, and only one of them was the same as what we had up here. We only had a couple that were the same as up here for our pentagons. And look at all those quadrilaterals that we have. Holy guacamole, second grade. I want you to go back and in your math journal, or your math workbook, I should say, you have a couple pages where you get to draw more shapes. And I want you to be thinking hard about these shapes that you're drawing, and always make sure you go back and check. Are you using their attributes? Okay? Sometimes a shape can look like another one. Sometimes our octagons look like hexagons. Sometimes our pentagons look like hexagons. But we want to make sure we go back and we check those attributes and count them carefully. Check your sides, your vertices, your angles. And when you check those sides, remember that some shapes, those sides, are very specific. Sometimes those sides need to be the same length. As you're drawing today, go back and check those attributes. Happy drawing!